treating it like a runway. They're walking up, hi, they're ringing the bell. That was not me. I know it's become a meme, and normally being a meme is never good, but I actually think these are hilarious.
In a world where every second is captured and judged online, it's no surprise that a simple moment can spiral into an internet-wide spectacle.
I can't believe
I'm
all
alive.
of that. It's
Allison, look, feel
amazing.
me. All my
You're
body
here?
parts.
When footage emerged of certain passengers treating the Blue Origin space trip like a red carpet event, waving, posing, treating it like a personal runway, the internet exploded. While Katy remained poised, clips of others casually ringing the ceremonial bell turned into viral memes. Some said it looked more like a mall opening than a historic flight. Although she tried to distance herself, the memes kept her tied to the controversy. What shocked many was how quickly admiration for the trip morphed into mockery, leaving her trapped between being a cultural icon and a trending joke. It wasn't just about embarrassment.
1, 2, 3, take up space!
It was a warning shot that the public wasn't buying into the billionaire-backed space dream so easily anymore. For days, she held back while the internet picked her apart. But when the backlash became relentless, Katy finally snapped, dropping a brutal, no-frills statement that silenced the spin doctors. Instead of a carefully polished PR excuse, she bluntly admitted that the trip had financial strings attached, revealing that both she and another high-profile figure had been paid equally and agreed to keep it under wraps. Fans who expected a glamorous narrative got something far more raw, a confession that the event was less about human achievement and more about orchestrated optics. Her words carried the weight of frustration, betrayal, and a not-so-subtle dare for others involved to come clean too. It was a rare glimpse behind the velvet curtain of celebrity image-making, a moment where the gloves truly came off. In what felt like an unfiltered bombshell, Katy didn't just defend herself, she pulled Gayle King, a beloved media veteran, straight into the controversy. Naming King as a fellow paid participant stunned many, because her public image has always been built on trust, seriousness, and journalistic credibility. Suddenly, questions swirled. Had one of America's most respected reporters willingly joined a billionaire PR stunt? Was her smile during the launch fueled by dollars rather than genuine awe? Katy's revelation suggested exactly that, framing it as a shared secret agreement. While Perry's reputation had already taken hits, bringing King into the mess cracked open an even bigger scandal, one that threatened to tarnish not just celebrities, but the credibility of mainstream media faces too. In an industry where silence often masks shady dealings, the alleged mutual agreement between Perry and King added another sinister layer. According to Perry's statement, they had been paid hefty sums to play along and keep quiet about the nature of their participation. What felt especially shocking was the suggestion that this wasn't some last-minute arrangement. It was an intentional, calculated move to maintain a certain image for the public. It raised chilling questions about how often audiences are sold orchestrated fantasies instead of authentic moments. Even more unsettling was the implication that these weren't isolated incidents, but part of a larger pattern where fame and money dictate the narratives that people believe. At first, all eyes were on Katy as the prime target of outrage. She was called a sellout, a pawn, and a symbol of celebrity excess, someone willing to trade personal credibility for a fat paycheck. Fans who once idolized her were furious, and her brand seemed to teeter on the edge of collapse. But when the broader scheme came to light, the narrative shifted dramatically. No longer seen as the lone villain, she became a casualty of a larger machine. What had been painted as personal greed was now being reframed as part of an industrial-sized PR campaign designed to manufacture awe. It was a stunning reversal, exposing just how quickly public opinion can pivot when a scapegoat pulls back the curtain. Since being dragged into the scandal, Gayle King has maintained a chilling silence. No denial, no clarification, nothing. And that absence of response has only fueled more speculation. Some reports claim King's legal team is scrambling behind the scenes, while others suggest she's biding her time to release a heavily controlled statement. Either way, the longer she stays quiet, the worse it looks. The public, hungry for answers, is starting to wonder if there's even more hidden beneath the surface. Whispers of undisclosed payments, backroom deals, and even deeper ties to billionaire ambitions are circulating online. Whether true or exaggerated, the silence is deafening, and in today's world, not speaking can sometimes scream louder than any words ever could. In a masterclass of public relations warfare, Katy didn't just defend herself, she went on the offense. Realizing the court of public opinion had already passed judgment, she decided to disrupt the narrative by pulling others into the spotlight. Instead of waiting to be crucified alone, she exposed the interconnected web of celebrity, media, and billionaire power plays. It was a move rooted in survival, but also one that hinted at deeper resentment toward the machinery that props up and tears down public figures. By flipping the script, she didn't just change her own story, she forced everyone else in the game to reconsider their positions, their alliances, and their exposure. It was risky, messy, and absolutely riveting to watch unfold. Once hailed as a symbol of human progress, the Blue Origin space trip is now being compared by some to a Hollywood set, full of lights, cameras, and carefully staged illusions. After Perry's admissions, rumors swirled that the entire mission was more PR than pioneering. Social media sleuths began picking apart footage, looking for inconsistencies, and questioning every smiling celebrity photo op. Analysts even pointed out that real aerospace experts were suspiciously absent from major promotional pushes. The idea that the whole spectacle was less about science and more about selling a dream has turned what was meant to be Bezos' crowning achievement into a punchline, and the credibility damage is proving brutal and possibly irreversible. The entertainment world wasn't the only place rocked by the scandal. As soon as doubts about the legitimacy of the space trip went mainstream, Wall Street reacted violently. Stocks connected to Bezos' ventures took a visible hit, and nervous investors started quietly pulling funding. Reports claim internal meetings at Blue Origin turned from celebratory to damage control almost overnight. Behind closed doors, executives are reportedly scrambling to reassure partners that the company's technological prowess isn't just a mirage. But it's an uphill battle. Once investors smell manipulation, trust evaporates fast. And in industries where billions ride on belief, perception can be just as valuable and fragile as reality. While chaos reigned, Elon Musk couldn't have asked for a better script. As Blue Origin stumbled, SpaceX surged ahead, with Musk continuing to dominate headlines with real launches and tangible achievements. Insiders suggest Musk was privately amused, reportedly telling close associates that Bezos shot himself in the foot. Whether or not that quote is accurate, the perception sticks. While one billionaire played Hollywood games, the other kept building rockets and pushing limits. Funding began to pivot even more sharply towards SpaceX, with investors viewing it as the more authentic brand in the space race. It's a brutal irony that the very star power Bezos tried to harness became the poison that accelerated his rival's dominance.